Hi guys, it's Sasha, and today I'm super excited because I have a brand new video to do for you guys, and it's actually something I've never showed you guys before, and that is sort of a show and tell type video slash unboxing type video. I'm not really sure how to put it. I guess I should say just a group swap, because I actually have two awesome pocket letters from our really awesome friends Marshall, who's known as TheOneTrueHazard, as well as Cassandra Morgan here on YouTube as well. And both of these are actually within our group known as the Geeks Beauties Community, which, as you guys know, I've mentioned this multiple times on a lot of my videos. I absolutely love that community that I'm involved in. It was started by my friend Lainey, who's also known as Zany Lainey here on YouTube. You guys know I talk about her quite a lot because she's pretty much my internet BFF. And basically what we do is a lot of group swaps, a lot of collaborations, and we kind of just get together, promote a lot of things from our actual channel, get a lot of support, and kind of network and make really great friendships and relationships on there as well. So what we decided as a group for one of our sort of like group swaps was to do what is known as a pocket letter. And if you guys have no idea what a pocket letter is or how it actually works, I'll put the link down below to a video that was actually created to explain about what pocket letters are, as well as how to actually create your very first pocket letter if it's the first time you've ever done it. And this is actually the first time I have ever made a pocket letter. If I'm not mistaken, I think everyone who is actually within the group swap actually was their first time as well for the pocket letters. So basically, if you have no idea, a really sort of like brief explanation is you get one of those like 9-slot trading cards that actually fit baseball cards within it. And what you do is you actually select a theme within your actual group and you decide what theme that is, and you create a pocket letter on that. And you actually put within each of the individual pockets something related to that particular theme. For our actual group swap, we decided to do an About Me pocket letter, which basically is to explain a little bit about yourself, who you are, and kind of get to know each other, once again doing this sort of like collaboration with each other. So basically, I believe within my Instagram account, I did a photo and showed you guys what the front of mine looks like before I shipped it off to Cassandra Morgan, who is actually my swap partner that was selected. And I actually had a lot of fun. I didn't realize how really awesome and how creative and inventive you could be with this actual project. And I definitely recommend, if you guys have not done it, it's a really great and sort of slightly inexpensive way to actually swap. I greatly enjoyed being able to create mine. I know a lot of other people absolutely loved it. And I actually, once again, was selected as Cassandra Morgan's partner, which this is what her pocket letter is going to look like. But my boyfriend actually decided to join in here because Marshall, who's also known as TheOneTrueHazard, had decided to actually join in on this as well. So you guys are actually going to be able to see a little bit about my boyfriend, Alex, on Lainey's channel, because Marshall and Lainey are actually going to be doing theirs together on one video. So I'll link Lainey's video down below so you guys can click it and see what awesome things she had received within her swap partners, as well as what Alex's looked like that he had sent Marshall. And I'll be showing you guys what Marshall's looks like in my video, because Alex is a little camera shy and he doesn't want to get on and do anything like that. So I'll show Marshall's on my video, and I'll also be showing Cassandra's, who is my swap partner. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you guys what both of the pocket letters actually look like. They each went with a different route, which was super awesome. And so that kind of gives you guys a little bit of what you can actually go down when it comes to the route. Now you can actually create any sort of theme if you guys are wondering when it comes time to the pocket letters and you want to create one with your own group or your own friends and swap. A lot of people I've seen have created things such as a Christmas one where they do a lot of Christmas themes and put some trinkets in the inside. Some people have done Halloween ones. You can have one that's even a generic basic one, such as the About Me that we did, or so I think it was like a glitz and glamour that I've seen that someone did before, which is basically like Hollywood glamour style. I've seen a back to school, I've seen a planner related one, so there's just so many different ones that you can actually do. So it's like a wide variety, out of the box sort of situation when it comes time to actually creating your themes. So these are the two pocket letters that I'm going to be showing you guys today. This one is Marshall's from TheOneTrueHazard, and this one is Cassandra's from Cassandra Morgan. So I'm going to start off with Cassandra's because that's actually my pocket letter that I actually did the swap with. And if you guys are interested, when Cassandra actually puts her video up on her channel, I'll put it down in the description bar down below with the link to it so you guys can see what my pocket letter looks like. And she actually is showing it as well. So let's start off with Cassandra's, and I'm super excited to show you guys. So I'm going to start off with showing you guys what Cassandra's pocket letter looks like. Here's a brief overview of the 3x3, so 9 different pockets that she actually had created. Within here, one of the things that we decided was one of the pockets had to be a letter to the person, explained about each individual 8 pockets that they had decorated, so you can be able to know a little bit about it rather than just having something that had a decoration on it and having no idea how it actually relates to that person. So that's what we had decided. So you had 8 different pockets you can actually decorate, and the last one was a letter. So this is what the letter looks like. It's super pretty. I love the pink and the decoration of the actual letter within here. It has a really awesome kawaii look and feel, as well as sort of like a Sanrio type character down below. It's like that on the back as well. Definitely love it. Very girly and very feminine and fun. And on the letter it says, "Hello, this is my very first pocket letter, so I hope I did it right. I wasn't sure what to put in the pockets, so I just filled it with things that I like. Too bad I couldn't find anything Sailor Moon to put in there." If you guys are wondering, Cassandra Morgan is a huge fan of Sailor Moon. I think she even has a Sailor Moon tattoo, which is super awesome. Her favorite Sailor Scout, if I'm not mistaken, is Sailor Mars. For me, I love Sailor Moon. I'm a huge fan. I, of course, love Sailor Moon was my favorite and still is. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe that my favorite was Sailor Jupiter when I was younger as well. I didn't always like picking the main characters. I liked being a little bit different and finding which one I definitely liked. I had all of the Barbie dolls. I had Sailor Moon. I had all of the actual like accessories that they came out with and things. I was a really huge fan as well. So my favorite, if you're wondering, Cassandra, was actually Sailor Jupiter. I did include my love of dance and music, and while I'm not the biggest Hello Kitty fan, I do love Japan. She can represent the whole country. I had a lot of fun putting this together, and I hope you're able to learn a little more about me. With love, Cassandra Morgan. So this is super cute. Definitely love the letter. I'm already going to apologize in advance, Cassandra, that my video is my letter is very lengthy. I tend to be very detail oriented and very thorough, so I apologize in advance how very long my letter is. And so what I'm going to do is just start through and I'll probably go down from here and then keep continuing down each of the individual items through here. So the first one I'm gonna start off with is this pocket. As you guys can see, it says dance on it, and it has a bunch of dance shoes on it, which is super cute. I think these are little tap shoes if I'm not mistaken, so it's super awesome. And in the letter, she mentions she has her passion for dance. I know that her daughter is actually into dance as well, which is super cool. So this pocket represents her love of dance. In this particular pocket here, she actually explains a little bit about her family and her pets, which is super awesome. It says she's been married 14 years. She has 1 daughter, 3 dogs, 2 chinchillas, and 1 bird. So she has a house full of love. That is a lot of individual animals within there, which is super awesome. And Cassandra, I would love to know what all of your names are for your furry friends and your, well, I don't know if they're all furry, but you know, your different pets within your actual family within there. So I'd love to know their names. That's super awesome. And definitely post pictures of them as well in our Google Plus community group. And down here below, as she mentioned, within the actual letter she sent is the Hello Kitty pocket, which represents the actual whole country of Japan, which is super cool. She says she isn't really a big Hello Kitty fan, but she didn't have anything to represent Japan, so she put Hello Kitty there. As we come up to the top, this is something super awesome. It also gives you another look and feel into things that you can actually put within here. A lot of times when I've seen pocket letters, you're going to include a trinket item within the inside that a person can take out and keep, and that is what Cassandra did within her pocket letter in this one. As you guys can see, she actually included a tarot card, which is called the Queen of Wands, which is super cool. And this is what it looks like without being in the actual pocket letter itself. It had the little queen here with the flower, and then I don't know if this is a wand right here. I'm not really sure, but that's what it is on the front. And on the back, it has a really awesome decoration as well. So really love this. I think this is something super unique. And to be completely honest, I have no idea what the Queen of Wands is. I don't know anything about tarot cards, but I definitely will when I find out more about this particular tarot card. Put in the description bar down below for you guys so you know what this actually represents. Because I know a lot lot of people, when they include any sort of like cards or something like that, it's supposed to represent who they are and what they like. So I'm really interested in what the traits are. As we go down, this is the next one, which is called About Me right here. I actually put a bunch of sticky notes on it, as you guys can see right here. This is what it looks like on the front. You do have these multicolors, which is super cute. But I put sticky notes on here because I wasn't sure if she wanted to actually tell people where her hometown is, what her full birthday is, and different things like that. So I kind of covered it up. I'm sorry, Cassandra, if you wanted to actually show that, but I wasn't sure, so I can keep a little bit of your private information. But basically she said what her hometown is, and what her actual birthday is, and what her name is, and her YouTube name. So her birthday, if you guys are wondering, is actually in November, so be sure to subscribe to Cassandra Morgan. And when it's her birthday in November, so pocket within here is this one right here, and this is actually, I believe, a quote from the band Bare Naked Ladies. And we were actually in, I think it was in her Geeks Beauties tag. I think it was a geek tag, was what her favorite quote was. I don't remember. If I can find that video, I'll put it down below so you guys can watch it. But she did a tag that actually asked what her favorite quote was. And she said her favorite quote is actually from Bare Naked Ladies. And it says, "Anyone perfect must be lying. Anything easy has its cost. Anyone plain can be lovely. Anyone loved can be lost." And I thought that was super awesome. I think it's a really in-depth, kind of gives you an overview and makes you sit back and think, you know what? That's really true. And I definitely love that. I think it's super awesome. And this shows another way you can definitely represent yourself by putting a quote in here as well. The next pocket within here is this one, which has sort of music notes as well as sort of a music sheet right here as well, which is super cool. As we get here down below, this kind of explains the reason why she included this within here. She did say within her letter that she has a love for music and dance, which is super cool. In this particular pocket, explains about what she actually majored in college, as well as what her current job is. So in college, her major was actually in theater arts and communication, and her college minor was in music. So that kind of goes together with these two different pockets. And it also says that her current job is a bookkeeper. So this is super awesome. I loved receiving this. I think it's really cool. And I know a lot of people actually do these pocket letters all the time. And they do like collecting these as well. So as you guys can see, since it's in a trading baseball card type of thing, you can actually put this in a binder and you can swap with different people and do different types of letters from all over the world. And a lot of people collect it, and it's just something fun you can do. So this is what Cassandra's is. Thanks so much, Cassandra. I love this. I love learning more about you. I think this is super awesome. And hopefully all my fizzy friends love learning a little bit more about Cassandra Morgan. And the last pocket letter I'm going to be showing you guys is Marshall's, who's also known as TheOneTrueHazard. And this is the one that my boyfriend Alex had received, and he actually did the swap with Marshall. So his video featuring Alex's will be with Lainey's on their channel, Zany Laney. And I'll put that down in the description bar down below in case you guys are interested in seeing what Alex's pocket letter had looked like that he had sent him. But this right here is what Marshall's looks like, which is super cool. And this also gives you a different look and feel into how you can use the pocket letters as well. So as you guys see with Cassandra's pocket letter, she did the standard sort of format that a lot of people usually go with, and creating sort of different types of themes and stickers and putting a lot of information within each of the individual pockets, and put it in a really beautiful, colorful theme, by the way. I love all of these colors. With Marshall's, he did his a little bit different. As you can see, he actually decorated each of the individual pockets with something on the front. But on the back, he actually included a trinket in the inside for each individual one, which is super awesome. So based on the actual front and description that he's gonna put within his letter in here, it's gonna go with this particular theme, and the trinket goes with the theme as well, which is super cool. So this is the one that my boyfriend Alex had received, and I'm gonna start off with the actual letter. As you guys can see, it's right here. And before I do that, I want to show you guys what Marshall put for the front of his. It actually says start with this pocket, and it has sort sort of a Monopoly Go piece right here, which is super cool. I thought that was really inventive and a lot of fun. So let's go on to the letter. I'll show you guys what it looks like. And I've already seen this particular letter within here, as well as the pocket letter, because my boyfriend opened it and wasn't going to show it. But I thought it would be fair that Marshall's showing his. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. But what I'll do is I'll read off of here. And he actually explains in this letter and goes through each individual pocket, and they're all numbered within here as well. So I'll go through each one, and I'll show you guys what the trinket is in the inside, as well as what the description for why he actually included that. So this is what Marshall's letter looks like. As you guys can see, it's a very lengthy, long letter, which is super awesome. I love people who are very detailed like myself. So he went really in depth and explained about each individual pocket. And on the letter, it says, "Hello, Alex. So you and I are the only dudes in this swap. Should be pretty easy to make a pocket letter, right? I'll tell you, this format really makes you think. I try my best to encompass as much of myself in 8 pockets as I could, and I hope you enjoy it. Time to explain everything. I'll be going through clockwise, starting from the pocket to the right of this one. So basically what we're going to start off with is this pocket right here, as you guys can see, which looks like it has Magic the Gathering cards in the inside. So for this particular pocket, it says, "Ever since I was young, I've enjoyed collectible card games, especially Magic the Gathering. These are a couple of my favorite cards. They seem pretty straightforward. A standard strength monster and an instant that shoots 2 damage at something. But their abilities make them a bit tricksy and great in combination with other cards. That's how I like to play. I really enjoy making decks that have interesting combos that trick my opponent, but also have enough flavor in them that the deck seems to tell a story. I hope at one point soon to release my own card-based collectible adventure game, so keep an eye out for that in the future." And as you guys can see, he included 2 different cards. His beginning sort of like decoration, just like all of these, explains what the pocket is about. And in the back, he includes a card. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is 2 different cards that he included within here. So these are what the cards look like. This one right here, there is this card, and this is called the Dripping Tongue Zubera. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but it looks really creepy and super cool. And the next card that he had put within here is Glacial Ray, which I'm not sure what this is either, but it looks pretty cool as well. I know that Alex hasn't played Magic the Gathering. I haven't played it as well, but I heard that a lot of people really do like this. I know that some people might be a little bit offended, but because they are completely different, but I did collect Pokemon cards. I didn't really play the game either when I actually had those, but I did like collecting them. And I am pretty interested. I've seen some people actually play this game, and it's pretty fun. I know a lot of people may look at this and say, no, that's not my thing. I'm not a big nerd. I'm not into those geeky types of games. But for me, I thought it was really interesting in how they actually played them. So I know my boyfriend has looked at Magic the Gathering, but he's never picked it up and played it. But now that he actually has these, he might be really interested. The next pocket that he's going to go through is this one right here, which has Spider-Man on it. And it says, "With great power comes great responsibility, Uncle Ben." And as you guys can see, he has this really awesome image of a Spider-Man on the front as well. So for this particular pocket, it says, "I'm a big fan of superheroes. Marvel and DC were the names I grew up with. Though I initially was hooked on Superman, I had super pajamas they couldn't get me out of as a kid. I later grew out of the Man of Steel and started going for the more cerebral heroes. My favorite superhero is Spider-Man. The kid has a really crappy life, and being a hero only makes it worse. But he keeps on going. Spider-Man represents hope through perseverance. He sticks with it. So enjoy some Spidey stickers." So as you guys can see, he included Spider-Man, and on the back right here, he included some Spider-Man stickers. So let me pull these out and show you guys what it actually looks like. You guys will notice that Alex has already opened this and looked at all of the individual things within here, which is super cool. But this is what the pack of Spider-Man stickers looks like, as you guys can see. This is super cool. I think this is really unique, a lot of fun, and it says there are 7 stickers within here. that you can actually get for Spider-Man. So I think that's super awesome. Marshall, if you're actually wondering, I do believe that Alex's favorite superhero is Batman. If I'm not mistaken, he has a lot of Batman items, and that's pretty much his favorite. So if you guys are wondering, yours is Spider-Man. The next pocket he's going to go through is this one right here, as you guys can see. On the front, it looks like there's a kid with some Legos on there, and it says, Zap, the Lego Maniac, MacGyver, eat your heart out on the front. And on the back, as you guys are going to see, he included a Lego guy within here. So on the actual letter, it says, to this day, I still have my collection of several hundred Legos. I built all sorts of spaceships and giant mecha, buildings, and war zones. I even have the first edition of the Mindstorm series. Combined with all the sets owned by everyone else in this house, we've done a sci-fi Lego Christmas village. Oh my gosh, guys, that is awesome. Marshall, take a picture of your Lego Christmas village and put it in the Google Plus community group, because I would love to see that. That is so awesome. So much fun, so well. Lately, I've been getting into Minecraft, which is like Legos in a video game form. I've also seen out there that there's a D&D style role-playing game done with Legos. In case you were interested in that, here's a Chima, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Chima series minifig to get you started. Okay guys, this is awesome. Marshall, if you're interested, Alex is a Legos fan. He does a lot of Star Wars Lego sets, but he does have the new Simpsons Lego, like the really huge one. I purchased that for him for Christmas. He loves that and really wants to build his own Simpsons village. And hopefully when they come out with all the individual stores, like the Quickie Marts, the school building, and all those individual places. I think Burns building, he would like that as well. So he wants to actually collect and create his own Legos village. So if you actually post that, they may get him sort of in the mood and actually creating his own village, because he's actually talked about that before, which is super awesome. But as you guys can see, this is what the guy looks like that he included within here, which is super cool. Alex loves Legos. He'll definitely use this and put it in one of his Lego sets, I'm assuming. And I know that he definitely loves it. So thanks so much, Marshall. He'll be sure to use this. The next pocket within here is this guy right here, which as you guys can see, looks like peanut butter and chocolate. It says peanut butter is proof that God loves us and wants us to have chocolate. That's super cute and a lot of fun. And as you guys would guess, this does have something to do with food-wise. It says chocolate, peanut butter. These were the ingredients chosen to make my favorite desserts. But Mars Company added an extra ingredient to the concoction, hard candy shell. Thus, peanut butter M&Ms were born. Using their ultra fun size package, these little round candies have dedicated an entire slot to this letter to fighting noms and the forces of hunger. Seriously, just eat the candy, man. That's super awesome. I definitely love how Marshall's personality is actually coming out within this letter as well. But once again, this is what the front looks like. And on the back, he included some peanut butter M&Ms, which I'm sure you guys know what those actually look like. And Alex has been dying to open these and eat them, but I told him he can't remove anything within here until I've actually filmed this video. So Marshall, he's probably going to open these up after I give this back. The next pocket he's going to go through is this one right here, which has, as you guys can tell, a Harry Potter theme. And it says, so on the actual letter, it says, I work a day job at Ollivanders in Diagon Alley. I really like working there, watching people just walk around and get their minds blown by the detail. I really get into things there, helping people learn magic and keeping crowds in check when they're with the Wand Keeper. They were giving out these pins early on. I don't know if they're for sale now, so they may be worth something someday. Oh, and just so you know, the dragon isn't on a timer. She breathes fire whenever she wants. Dragons can't tell time, you know. Pass it on. Definitely love that, super funny. And Marshall, we have yet to see the dragon actually breathe fire. We've been there a couple of times and we still have yet to see the dragon actually do that. And I know a lot of people have actually been able to see it, but all day that we were there, we tried to go through at different points in time and still have yet to see it breathe fire. So hopefully at one point we will be able to see that. But once again, as you guys can see, that's what it looked like on the front. And on the back, he included a pin that they actually passed out, as he mentioned before, within the actual shop, which is super cool. So this is what the pin looks like. As you guys can see, it says Hogwarts Railway on it, and it says 2014. Super awesome. And this is what it looks like. The next pocket we're going to go through is this one right here, which is super awesome. As you guys can see on the front, it looks like it has some type of video game character on it. and it says all your base and belong to us on it, which is super cool. And this is something that my boyfriend thought was the most unique and awesome part of the pocket letter within here. He was definitely super excited. I don't know if he's actually used the item within here, Marshall, but I know he was definitely super excited about it. So for this particular item, it says video games. Who doesn't like video games? I spent quite a bit of time mucking on the internet, and I've gathered a small collection of flash games and put them on this nifty flash drive named Skeletor for you. Here's a list of games that I included. Aversion, a trippy little platformer that starts cute but gets really disturbing. There's 2 endings. 4chan Mega Slots, a simple slot machine based on 4chan memes. Some combos have mini games. Bullet Bill 2, guide a bullet bill through an obstacle course using your mouse. Cannonball, press jump, that's it. Oh, and by the way, the buildings are all falling apart as you go. Desktop Dungeon, wander a dungeon, kill all the monsters, pick up loot. Challenging game, really. Then it says Games Dwarf Complete. This is a Zelda-like puzzle game. Try to collect all the treasure. Grid 16, 16 different games of coordination and reaction speed, and you keep switching between them at random. Grow Cube, RPG, and Island. Puzzle games about selecting the proper order of actions. Tough, but cute. Mega Man vs. Ghost and Goblins. Play through a G&G level as Mega Man. Tough stuff. Mirror's Edge and Portal. 2D flash games that have a very similar plot and challenge level to the bigger games. Rebuild. Control a small group of survivors in a zombie apocalypse. Life-ending adventure. If you beat it, I give you +1 internets. Tower of Heaven. A simple platformer that starts playing with the rules as you go. And then the last one is Zork Trilogy. Yeah, all 3 of the original Zork games. Enjoy that. And this is something that my boyfriend thought was super awesome, because in the back, as you guys can see, is a flash drive with all of the games that Marshall mentioned within his letter, which is super cool. So this is what Skeletor, I believe is what he said he named the flash drive, looks like, which is super cool. As you can see, it definitely looks like it should be called Skeletor. The next pocket that we're going to go through is this one right here. As you guys can see, it has a video game character on it. It might be a Splatoon, I think is what it's called, character within here. I am not familiar with Splatoon because I haven't played it, but I have heard of it. And I know that Marshall and Vince and Chris and Lainey are all really into that game. So that's what the front of it looks like. And there's actually a list of different types of questions about video games on the front as well. And as we get to the back, you guys are going to see this item right here, which is absolutely amazing. And you guys are going to find out why when I read this letter to you. So this particular item right here, it says, oh, and you know what else? I'm an artist. So in keeping with video games we just talked about, I gave you a small bit of artwork that I did just for you, but realized I liked it so much that I scanned it and we make it into shirts and other stuff. It's a few of my favorite games mashed together. The Inklings from Splatoon are dressed up as Link from The Legend of Zelda, Mega Man, and Samus from Metroid. Really, Nintendo should make these as outfits in the game. I mean it. So you have the first print of this art signed by yours truly. I also included a series of questions about your favorite video games. And I think this is super awesome. Marshall created this. It was automatically created, nothing that was already made before. He created this for Alex, and he loved it so much that he's going to be putting it into t-shirts and other items. So if you guys aren't aware, I believe it's called Redbubble that he's actually signed up with, where he creates all of his designs and puts it on there. And you can get them on t-shirts, and I think there's notebooks now. You can actually get them as well. So if you guys are into any sort of geeky, fandom, nerdy type things, video games, comic books, he does a lot of mashups and puts them in sort of like that he actually draws them and puts them on t-shirts and different things like that you can actually order. So I'll put the link to the Redbubble page where he actually sells his artwork on different types of items down in the description or down below, just in case you guys are interested. Alex mentioned that he absolutely loves this, Marshall. He thought this is super awesome, and he definitely said that you should create something dealing with Star Wars for a mashup, because he would for sure be purchasing that from you. So he will be checking out also your shop on Redbubble, and he just might be putting a purchase in because he is a huge fan of these really geeky, nerdy video game type t-shirts as well. So super excited excited. But as you guys can see, this was actually handmade by Marshall. I think this is super awesome. It is signed by him down below with his awesome signature. Definitely loving how unique that is. And this is what it looks like. I think that's super cool. Definitely awesome. And Alex also, Marshall, in case you were wondering, you had these questions right here for each of the video games. Alex did answer all of these questions, and I'll put the answers to that down. And last but not least, we have the last pocket, which is the main center one. And this is what it looks like on the front of it. It has all these awesome jewels on the front. And on the back, it's a little bit odd, but as you guys can see, it looks like Twilight Sparkle is within here. So let's see what it says on here. It says, center, last one. I watched episode 1 out of curiosity, and since then, I've been hooked. Great writing for a kids show. My favorite character is Twilight Sparkle because she's such a type A nerd. I've included a paper craft doll of her for you to put together and prove to others that you're comfortable in your masculinity by having a doll from a girl's show on your desk. It says, I hope you enjoyed doing this swap. It was fun on this end. I look forward to your letter. Signed, Marshall, the One True Hazard. And that is so funny. Marshall included something from like the My Little Pony TV show, as you guys can see. And he included a do-it-yourself sort of like little block type of animal where you can create a Twilight Sparkle, which is Marshall, Alex mentioned that he does not watch My Little Pony, and he probably will not be watching My Little Pony. And he told me that I can have Twilight Sparkle within here if I wanted it. In case you're wondering, Marshall, I do like My Little Pony. I have watched it a couple times. My favorite is Rainbow Dash. So that is everything that was within Marshall's pocket letter that he sent to Alex, which is super awesome. I'm definitely loving it. This is both Cassandra Morgan's as well as Marshall's, and it was a lot of fun. I didn't mention this, but on Marshall's, he actually included sort of a design on each of his, separating his pockets, which is an Avengers sort of like washi tape look and feel, if you guys can see that. I definitely love that. I think that's super awesome. And I'm definitely loving Cassandra's as well, with a really fun theme and getting to know more about her as well. So this was a lot of fun. I definitely love this whole pocket letter. Hopefully Cassandra and Marshall, you love both Alex and Ed's pocket letters and get to know a little bit more about us as well. And I definitely think this is a really great idea. So if you guys haven't considered doing a pocket letter before, I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun, a really great way to get to know each other, and also kind of support the mail system as well, and doing some snail mail and happy mail, because I feel that that's always so much fun to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing these awesome pocket letters and learning a little bit more about the One True Hazard as well as Cassandra Morgan. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you guys do like these and would like to see more of these pocket letter type swaps on my channel, as well as hit that subscribe button so we can become fizzy friends. And hopefully all of my fizzy friends are having an amazing day, and go out there and actually create a pocket letter of your own and do some really awesome swaps with your friends as well. And be sure, if you guys are interested, join the Google Plus community for Geeks and Beauties, because I'm heavily involved in there, as well as Lainey and Marshall, Cassandra, and my boyfriend is really interested in having a lot more people join within there as well. So if you guys actually join, let them know when you actually join within a general discussion or a post on there that you came from my channel, so we know that where you had actually came from. And we just may be put together within a swap and partnered as well, which would be super awesome, because I would love for my fizzy friends to join so I can actually do some group swaps and collaborations with you guys as well. So hopefully you guys are having a warmer day than I am, since it's a little bit cold outside. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!